back to another client product walkthrough. I'm Lucas Eddy, and this is Woody here in the new Ripsa Vapor. There's a lot of cool stuff to go over this one piece, so let's dive into it right now. The first thing you got to know is we took our Loxa, which is super popular, the most vented and the most durable and the most pocketed one piece in our line, and the Ripsa, which is a really mobile, kind of midweight, streamlined, low bulk package, and we combine both of those two into one, which is this, the Ripsa Vapor. We're going to go over the differences here between this and the other two one pieces that I just mentioned, and we'll talk about why this one piece might be your newest favorite one for your arsenal this season. So right off the bat, at the top, as you know, we have our typical hood here. It's removable. We got these easy slide in hood latches right there. If you want to move those, Woody, see how those go in. Those are super easy to move with your gloves. When you're in the field, you want to take your hood off and throw it in your pocket. So there you go. Doesn't have that Velcro anymore. Super easy, slide in, slide out, and then a zipper in the back to take that hood off. Now, from the top here, this whole one piece is 3-layer performance shell GORE-TEX. So you want to unzip that zipper there. We'll take a look inside and see what that means. That means that all 3 layers of fabric are laminated together. So there's no hanging liner floating in there. All 3 fabrics, the waterproof membrane, which is GORE-TEX, the outer face fabric, and the inner liner to protect that membrane are all laminated together. So this will provide you some excellent breathability and low bulk, so you can really move around really well in here. You can layer up super well in here, super easy to work with all that. Now as we move further down this piece, there's a bunch of similarities to the Ripsa. We got this chest pocket in here. We have our waist adjusters down here at the bottom to cinch that up, and then some hand pockets down there where you're used to having them. And this pocket in particular is the amp pocket. That's a waterproof insulated electronics pocket, so your phone battery is not going to die as easily. It's not going to get as wet. That's going to keep your phone protected and dialed in all day in there for Instagram content, which is all we really care about. Further, talking about venting up here, we got 2 big underarm vents. You want to show those, Woody? Big double-headed zippers here, and your backpack straps are going to come like this. They're going to come around those vents, so they're still really easy to work with when you're wearing a backpack. As we keep talking about venting, we added 2 thigh vents down here. The Ripsa doesn't have these. There's 2 inner thigh vents down there. So when we start comparing this to the Ripsa Vapor has more ventilation. We've added these vents here. It also has more breathability. This membrane setup here, that 3-layer performance shell, is more breathable than the 2-layer performance shell that is in the Ripsa with that hanging liner. Now here's another key difference between the Ripsa Vapor and the regular Ripsa. We have this much more durable knee material down here in the lower leg, and that's going to add that durability against your knee braces, against the tunnel on the sled, to keep it longer lasting basically. And this durable material extends down to the bottom of the cuff and the inside of the leg there, where kind of your ankle area will rub against the sled as well. And all these particular areas down here that I just mentioned are actually the same fabric as the Loxa. So you get that durability in these key wear areas, while the rest of the piece remains actually lighter and more mobile than the Ripsa. So we're kind of combining these 2 awesome features into one piece here. So when we talk about weight, this is 12% lighter, large for a large, when we compare it to the Ripsa. So that's about a ½ pound lighter, and it's actually 22% lighter than a Loxa. So this is lighter than either of those 2 pre-existing options, and we get more breathability and more ventilation than the Ripsa as well. So you can see how this really stacks up right there in the middle between these 2. If you want ultra durability across the whole piece and ultra ventilation, go for the Loxa. If you want to go a little lower price, you don't care as much about the vents, you care about mobility across the whole piece, go for the Ripsa. If you want to kind of have that middle ground in between those 2, get the Ripsa Vapor. And that pretty much sums up the new Ripsa Vapor one piece. If you guys have any questions, hit us up in the comments. Find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all the social medias. We are there. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.